Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you need expensive tools. What I'm trying to get at is, in this video, that you should, invest in yourself. You should, if you're passionate about something, then you can go further, you can do more, you can stand out, you can be better. If you're not passionate about it, then don't really do it, because you'll just be plodding along getting nowhere, and you're never going to do anything. You're just going to be plodding along. So it's not that you need expensive tools, it's nothing like that. It's just they make your life easier. If you want to improve yourself and invest in yourself and be, better, then I don't see a problem with that. And everyone is always, especially in this game, you're always learning. You never stop learning. So yeah, sorted. Hello and welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. Now, we've all heard of that expression, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. And it saddens me to say this, but I'm disappointed with mechanics, people in my field. Today, or should I say not today, but a couple of days ago, I put an advert online on a Facebook page, and I'm selling some tools. And the reason why I'm selling some tools is I want to try and get some money together for my project van, to get the Cosy van back on the road. If any company wants to sponsor me, be quick, because I need money. I want to get it done, but I need money to do it. And I've got some tools that I've got duplicates of, or I've got newer versions of, and stuff like that. And I'm going to try and get some money together. So I put a post on my battery tester. Now, it's my old Midtronics battery tester, not my new one I got, but it's still not that old. And it's a fantastic piece of kit. But I put battery tester, and I put it on a page where there is mechanics. There's 50 odd thousand people on this page. It's not just like, DIYs, it's mechanics. Well, I suppose it's DIYs as well, but there's a lot of mechanics on there, proper mechanics in the field. And I put this on, and I paid a lot of money for it, and I'm selling it for under half price than what I paid for it. And they just didn't get it. And it's so disappointing to know this. And I understand now. I've never really understood when people say, oh yeah, mechanics rip you off and they do this and they do that. I do help other garages out because they don't have the equipment, and they come to me because I have the equipment and I do it. And I have seen, a few other dodgy jobs from other garages, but not like, not massive amount. And maybe I'm just lucky, but the people I talk to all the time, I'm in a few different groups because of YouTube and stuff, and it's all mechanics, and we're all more or less at the same level. Now, I'm nobody on YouTube, and I'm nobody as regards mechanicking, and I know that. A lot of these guys have over 10 years on me, and they know a hell of a lot more. They've forgot more than I know, but I'm always learning, and I'm always eager to learn. So if I was to see a tool and I'd say that's quite expensive, I would Google it. Anyone can Google it now very, very quickly. You're on your phone, you just Google it, and you can see how much it is new, and you can see what it does, and then you can make up your mind from there. At the end of the day, most equipment we have is not because, it's to make our life easier. So in other words, do you need a ratchet? No, you can just use a spanner. But are you going to just use a spanner? No, you're going to use a ratchet. If you've got a few more quid, you're going to get an impact gun. It's battery powered, zip. It's just quicker and easier. Do you really need it? No. But is it going to make your life easier? Does it make you faster? Does it make you more professional? Yes, 100%. The faster you can do a job, basically the customer doesn't get charged as much. You can do more jobs and make more money. Everybody's happy. And there is people out there that just didn't get this. One muppet, I'll give you 25 quid for it. And I actually thought he was joking, so I just sent back a load of laughing faces. And then someone else put, well, that's a good offer. How is it a good offer on a £1,500 tool? How is that a good offer? I'm selling it for half the price that I got it for, and I paid close to £1,500. And they just didn't get it. Oh, I got one for £1.50. Fucking you muppet. And that's the guy That's the guy that I'm disappointed in. Not because he's buying cheap tools. Everyone buys cheap tools. That's not my problem. But he's not eager to learn. And this is unfortunately the mechanics these people go to, and they get ripped off. He's a parts changer. He's a muppet. I hope he watches this video. I know he won't, but he's a fucking muppet. They're the mechanics you don't want to go to. I'm always watching you, and I hear this all the time. Oh, I can't afford to go on courses. You don't have to go on courses. There's so much information free online, whether it's reading online or whether it's YouTube. So that just doesn't fly with me. If you want to learn, if you want to make yourself better in any field you can imagine, there's so much free information out there. Yes, you might need to go a bit further steps if you want to do more. But what I'm trying to get at, there's so much free information out there. And these muppets who call themselves mechanics, and they're just part changers. These are the guys that have like the $5 OBD2 readers, and if it says O2 sensor, they just change it. And 80% of the time they're correct. But it's the other 20% of the time they haven't got a clue. And then the customer gets charged an absolute fortune. And of course then, because they're absolute muppets, these mechanics, or so-called mechanics, parts changers, fitters, that's all they are. They, the customer then gets pissed off. And then when they then don't trust mechanics, which I now completely understand. It's because of these muppets out there that give us all a bad name. If you're not willing to go that extra mile to make yourself better, like I said, this is in any field, what's the point of doing it? What's the point of just going there trying to get a paycheck, but you're just screwing people? I just don't see the point of it. Yes, mistakes happen. Yes, things happen. But the tools I have them for a reason. Is because they make my life easier. And I've spent a fortune in tools, just like any decent mechanic has. And it makes your life easier. And like I said, if you can make your life easier, you can make your life quicker. Things like, well, you've seen my videos with the tools I have, and there's videos coming up, my mind's just blank at the minute, but things like this battery tester, things like injectors, the resistance meters and stuff like that. It's because it makes your life easier. I know what I'm going to get, and people, you get free tools, you get free tools and I don't. That's why you can afford to do this. Them fucking muppets as well. I do get free tools because I've built up a YouTube channel that's taken me hours upon hours and days and years to build up. Anybody can do that. You do that yourself, and then you'll get free tools. So don't come at me and say that, because that's just bullshit as well. And also, before YouTube, before all that, I was paying for my own tools. What are you doing? Come on. You're flashing light. Come on. Wow, a tractor in Ireland with lights everywhere. That is the first for me. I don't normally see that. It's got flashing lights and everything. Well done, mate. You don't normally see that. Anyway, so yeah, don't give me that old spiel as well, because if you want to do it yourself. Build up your own YouTube channel, get a big following, and then you'll start getting free stuff. But this goes beyond YouTube. There's nothing that I'm selling that I've got from YouTube. It's tools I have personally brought. And so yeah, I just can't understand the mentality of some people out there. Why not try and make yourself better? You're just making yourself look like an absolute fool when you say things like this. Oh, I bought one for $150. I don't need to buy that. It just doesn't make sense to me, and it really frustrates me. And it's this is what gives us a bad name. So when there is fantastic mechanics out there. Come on. Yes. There's fantastic mechanics out there, and they get a bad rep because of these absolute muppets. You don't want to go to these muppets. You just don't, because they haven't got a clue what they're doing. And you can't diagnose a car with just an OBD2 reader. You need more information. The more information you have, the easier the fix is, and you're going to get it right. Yes, of course you still make mistakes, of course you do, but if you've got, you know, good tools where you can do bi-directional controls and stuff that, you know, you can actually test things, and then if you say something is right, or you know you're going to spend 500 quid on something, you know it's right. And with these really cheap battery testers, and like, you got to remember, mine wasn't just a battery tester, it's more than a battery tester. You know, the newer cars with the gel batteries, you know, with the stop-start systems, these really cheap ones aren't going to do it. They just won't do it. You put one of them cheap battery testers on a £2,000 lithium 12-volt battery and see what happens. See what happens, and then come back to me and tell me I'm wrong for buying the proper tools. No, you're wrong. You're a muppet. Absolute muppet. That's why I can't, you know, I can't guess on a £2,000 battery. Now, granted, they're not in a lot of cars, but they will be. You know, they are coming in now. And you can't guess on a £2,000 part because the customer's not going to be happy that you've got that wrong and they've had to fork out £2,000. So this is why you buy tools, to make your life easier until you diagnose this properly. Do your job properly. That's what it also comes down to. Getting your job done properly. Not just being another muppet that just, you know, goes, no, I can't be bothered. Yeah, I put my skin tool in. Oh, it says that. Yeah, let's change that. No, you're an absolute moron. And it just, I'm not angry, just disappointed. And it's just, yeah. Seriously, you know, if I see something and I'm unsure what it is, I'll quickly Google it. I'll see, okay, that is actually expensive. No, I'm not able to afford that. Not just come out and just, you know, put all these posts in, because then when other people see it that don't know, they're gonna, oh look, he's ripping us off, he's doing this, he's doing. No, you don't understand the tool. If you don't understand the tool, don't make a comment. I get it all the time on my videos. People don't understand stuff and they make a comment because they're absolute morons, and that's just YouTube. But you kind of accept that because you think, oh, okay, that's just people that don't understand, you know, what they're watching the video. But now I've got people that do understand, and yet they're still saying it, and that's why I'm disappointed, because I love my field and I protect it, and I stick up for it. But you can't stick up for it when you got muppets like this. Unfortunately, you just cannot stick up for it with muppets like this, and it saddens me. It really does sadden me. And I know I'm going to get all the comments on here that I'm wrong, that I'm this, and you know, I buy too expensive tools, you can buy cheaper ones out there, blah. They're going to be the parts changers. They're going to be the muppets. And now I said that, they're not going to comment like that because I've just called them out. But I guarantee you, the people that have problems with when they watch YouTube videos, they're the parts changers, they're the muppets. And they're jealous. They're jealous of the tools you've got, or they're jealous of what you get. You know, it's like I said about the ratchet. Do you really need a ratchet? No, you can use a spanner. You know? But who's going to use a spanner for everything? Who? Nobody. Because why would you? It takes too long. And it all comes down to time. How quick you can do a job, how professional you can do a job. Like the battery tester I had. Now, whether this is wrong or right, this is just the way things happen. I've had trying to explain to a customer that the battery is dead or the battery is dying, right? And they haven't believed me, because they basically say, oh, my car starts. Yeah, well, your car starts, but your battery is bad. It's not going to last. And the winter's coming up, and you're going to, you know, but they don't believe me. But yet when I print out a receipt from I'm not using this as an example, when I print it out from the battery tester, for some reason, they see this receipt and they automatically believe it. Now, it doesn't make sense to me, but that's what happens. You look more professional. When I do a service, when I do anything like that for someone, I have all these prints out that way. I do all the checks for people, and I clip it onto their receipt. And, you know, they then, again, they maybe don't look. But if they do, they'll see like, oh, look, he's done a battery test. Oh, he's done this test. He's done that test. It makes me look more professional. I then can do a better job. I can then figure out problems before they happen, so the customer won't come into these issues. And is it because I'm better? No, it's because I've got the right tools. It's not because I'm better than anyone else. It's because I've got the right tools. And that's the key, and that's how you keep your customers, and that's how you're a bit more professional. And people don't understand that. These muppets don't understand, and you know, they'll only understand that if they think about it, they'll know the problems they have when they read their code reader and it says a problem and they've changed it and they're scratching their head because they can't work out anything. They don't know what oscilloscopes is. They don't know anything. And this is it. So anyway, look, my rant is over. It's a shame. I now understand why people are, you know, kind of skeptical about mechanics and have problems with them, and it's because of muppets like this. And it's only going to get worse with the electric vehicles because they're not going to understand a word of it, and it's just going to get worse. And I'm just not looking forward to the next 20 years of all these muppets. It's just going to give the people out there, the genuine people out there, a lot harder time. So look, hope it helps. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Don't forget, links up here, links down below, but most importantly, don't forget, get your hands dirty. See you for the next one. Sorted.